Days of Our Lives recap. Tuesday, February 20. Sloan blabs too much with Connie nearby. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Tuesday, February 20 reveals that Brady Black opened up to Marlena Evans about his Valentine's Day disaster with Rachel Black, so Marlena stressed the significance of not fighting in front of his son. Brady understood that, but he also conceded how crazy it made him whenever he got around Kristen DiMera and she pushed him over the edge. Coming on Tuesday's day's occasion, Brady reflected on Tate Black's letter to him being colder than the bone he transferred Theresa Donovan, so he felt his son was condemning him for not being around when he was youngish. Still, Marlena assured Brady of Tate's love and felt he was just latching onto his pater as a goat for everything that had gone wrong. Meanwhile, Alex Kyriakis came home to find Theresa quilting and yelling at a Salem Inn hand over the phone. There were no further apartments available, but Theresa made it clear that she was leaving anyway. Alex protested and tried to explain that he just wanted to decelerate effects down a bit when it came to the offer. After attending a support group for people in connections with addicts, Alex realized he demanded to pump the thickets. Theresa felt like Alex was saying she was too important to handle and headed for the door, but he yelled for her to stop and asked her to marry him. Of course, Theresa knew it wasn't a real offer of marriage. It was just an offer passing out of guilt and pity. So Theresa wasn't interested. Alex bothered that Theresa might spin out and fall, but she acted like this little debacle wasn't that serious and threw her key at him as she left with her wallet. Subsequently, on Tuesday's day's occasion, Theresa ended up at the townhouse and asked if she could stay in Tate's room since she was leaving bright and early to visit Tate with Brady hereafter. Marlena set up out about Theresa walking out on Alex, so she decided to pay Alex a visit and see if he demanded someone to talk to. Alex was thankful for the late-night remedy session, which gave him a chance to open up about the offer debacle along with his enterprises about Theresa's dependence and getting a stepfather. Although Alex loved Theresa, Marlena conceded that his love was unconditional and understood that he did do what was right for him. Back with Brady, he also set up out about Theresa discovering the ring and flipping out when Alex didn't actually pop the question. Brady questioned whether Theresa loved Alex, so she dithered before asking why differently she'd want to marry him. Although Brady admitted it was gross, he suggested that perhaps Alex's new fortune was a factor. Theresa flashed back to chancing out about Xander Cook's heritage and colluding to make it Alex's heritage rather. Nonetheless, Theresa acted offended over Brady criminating her of being a gold digger. Brady apologized and was sorry Theresa was hurting, so he gave her a clinch and let her know she could always count on him. Theresa sounded touched and headed toward the bedroom, but she stopped to break and peer back at Brady. At the cantina on Tuesday's Days of Our Lives show, Roman Brady assured Kate Roberts Brady that Lucas Horton was safe before treating her to a romantic regale for two. Kate felt bad for not getting Roman a Valentine's Day present, but he didn't mind. Especially formerly she danced with him and purred in his observance about the gift she was going to give him in the bedroom. Over with Ava Vitali Stefan, DiMera brought her home and encouraged her to get some rest. Ava just wanted to reign and have some espresso before heading back to the sanitarium. Stefan argued that Ava couldn't be hanging around twisting her hands over Harris Michaels since it could get back to Clyde Weston. Ava eventually conceded and said she'd text Trip Johnson to be her eyes and cognizance. Still, Trip wasn't texting back, so Ava mentioned that it was unlike him. There was also talk about Ava planning to get vengeance on the person who did this to Harris, but Stefan acted like they may no way get answers, especially if Harris didn't wake up. Ava didn't want Stefan talking like that since she was holding out hope that Harris would pull through. Stefan tried to make Ava an omelette, but she was empty and sounded suspicious of how nice he was being. Although Ava wondered what was in it for Stefan, he acted like he was just trying to do a nice thing. Ava ultimately got a call from the sanitarium and learned Trip Noe showed up for his shift, so she gave Stefan updates on the intimidating news. At Small Bar on Tuesday's Day's occasion, Melinda Trask met up with Sloan Peterson. Brady before Connie Viniski intruded to blast Melinda over Lyshin's demise. Sloan recalled that Connie was a former customer and allowed she was crazy for allowing Ly was her nut after one date. After Connie stomped off, Sloane proceeded her discussion with Melinda and continued raving about the baby taking center stage in Eric Brady's life. Sloane was starting to get drunk, so at one point she mentioned she wasn't Jude Brady's real mama since they stole him from Nicole. Demura Melinda pushed Sloane to keep her voice down and start appreciating her life with Eric and Jude rather. The secret could ruin everything if it came out, so Melinda advised Sloane not to vent to anyone differently. After Melinda left, Sloane ordered up another drink as Connie peered over from across the room. It raised the possibility that Connie might have eavesdropped further than Sloane and Melinda intended. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Sloane is bound to produce many further messes, so stay tuned to Days of Our Lives. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.